Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball and it starts right now. Jaime Barria is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Leading off for the Athletic.
So striding in, Marcus Semien, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Kozar charging in on it. And that's out number 1. And here's a shot of the Athletic starting lineup for this one. Nero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Check swing here and a little looper. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. A's 0. Angels coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Fiers gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Heading out toward shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. 1 out. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's hitting over .330 on the season. And when you think about that, that's basically 1 hit every 3rd at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
Stepping up to the plate, Tommy La Stella. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Fires into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole. 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Weekly hit towards first. Olsen right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Still no score. Here's Chris Davis now. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Hey, Hero, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game. And actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Hard liner to center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense.
The left fielder,
and known
20.
as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
So now it's Mark Canha, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Berea has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun coming on. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This pitch is popped up. Moore has a play, and that retires the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman's got it. And there's 1 down now.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Here's a pop-up now. Maldonado over to his right. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Zach Cozart.
In now for the Angels, Zach Cozart. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons to his left. He's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Here's Jurickson Profar. In his 7 at-bats in the series, he's picked up 5 hits, so he's really been locked in. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. This is pulled into right. Calhoun back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9th, the catcher, number 17.
Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
1-2.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2-2 now.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he has 7 hits in 23 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Oh, my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 11 for him on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Standing in now, David Fletcher. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 5 homers and 21 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Back to the top of the order now. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. fires into his motion. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Kenna has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Upton's under it. He's got it one away.
The batter.
Good time now to check out the Angels Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves of late. So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch to him. Right there for strike one.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. There's strike two as the hanging slider was let go.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Striding in once again, Matt Olson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. Fletcher is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still trail 1-0. Here's Tommy La Stella now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Leading off for the Angels, the designated hitter.
He's ready.
Tommy
Here's the first offering.
La Stella.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Ready for another chance? Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
That could be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He's on the move again from first. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin.
Ready now, Justin Bour. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, third baseman, Zach Cozart.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the 1-0. Fouled off. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The designated hitter.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. At the knees, strike one. Fastball called for strike two. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy has had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time to put his team on top or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And the A's are back to even now. It's one apiece.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
The left fielder.
Stepping in now, Mark Canha. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
You know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up. But I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 delivery. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Actually, they're saying he trapped it.
Now batting.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First offering on its way. In there, strike 1. In his career, Profar is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Laureano over at second. Piscotty at first. 1 gone. Hit in the air to center field. On the move is Trout. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Now batting, Martin Maldonado. First delivery to him on the way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. The throw pulls him off the bag. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here comes the Angels manager now as he makes the slow walk toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Felix
attention,
Pena
please.
trots in from the
Now
bullpen here as he
pitching for
inherits a
the
tough
Angels.
spot with 2 on and 2
Number
away.
64, Felix Pena.
In now, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Count remains at 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead it 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings
And
the rest of the way.
for the Angels,
All right, Heidi, thank you.
catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Line towards center field. Laureano is right there, 1 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Cole Calhoun. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
The 3-2 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them
Now
hit on the
the
absolute
second
screws.
baseman.
One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, David Fletcher, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Ball
2-0 now. Calhoun stands at first with one out. Now the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
This one's down to third. Played on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches at first.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Looking at his career totals, Simmons is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. At the plate, Matt Chapman. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Chris Davis will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Line towards center field. Trout is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for Oakland, the left fielder, Mark Canha.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and striding in to bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to board takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 2 and the Angels 1. Striding forward now is
And
the DH, Tommy La Stella. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Tommy La Stella.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to first. Olsen is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Mike Trout.
Digging in, Mike Trout. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. High and deep to straightaway right. Piscotty going back, still ranging back. Gone! It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout, number 28 on the season, as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's Justin Upton now.
Number 8, Justin.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
And there's ball 2 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
3-1 to him now. And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. And Upton's aboard. It's a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Standing in now, Justin Bour, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Upton, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit.
Execute your pitch down the way below the knee, and a left-hander's able to shoot it through the 5.5 hole. That fires me up.
Goes up.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Fouled away. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Soft liner towards short. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Liam Hendricks takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Liam Hendricks.
In now, Jonathan Lucroy.
Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Cole Calhoun will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And a surprising intentional walk here from the dugout, as that will now load the bases.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, David Fletcher. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Fletcher is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Two out, bases loaded. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now is Andrelton Simmons. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Still 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Tommy La Stella would be next. Cozart on third. Calhoun on second. Fletcher on at first with 2 down. Hard hit ball to second, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Tommy La Stella, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We're through 6 full. The Halos lead this one 6-2. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Luis Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Luis Garcia.
Ready for another shot now. Ramon Laureano. He singled his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Ready with the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Tried to run that 2-seamer back to the outside corner. Good pitch, but it misses. 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
So striding forward now, Stephen Piscotty, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And it's 1-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. One out, nobody on. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Liner towards second. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jurickson Profar.
1-0.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 17, Martin Maldonado.
So stepping in, Martin Maldonado. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here it comes, 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Upton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. They still trail here. It's 6-2. At the plate, Mike Trout. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Henry Ramos gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Number 61, it's Brian Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Maldonado is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way to Upton. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kenna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Bour.
Into the box now, Justin Bour. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. Now the 0-1.
fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Justin Anderson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Marcus Semien. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Matt Chapman, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Here's the 1-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Into the box now, Matt Olson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Runners off for second. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Simeon, the runner at second with one away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First and second now, one man out. And he takes a called strike 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full. Mark Hanna, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Ready once again, Mark Hanna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Digging in once again, Ramon Laureano. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Calhoun has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Wang is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
For the A's, number 78.
Ready now for LA. Zach Kozar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat.
Zach Kozar.
Now here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
3-1 to him now. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is taken here for ball four. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home eighth.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike three last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if they'll fish.
Laureano will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now in the box, Cole Calhoun. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
This is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Now to the plate, David Fletcher. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. From the stretch, there's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Cam Bedrosian comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
32, Cam Bedrosian.
Digging in now, Stephen Piscotty. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. On deck, there's Jurickson Profar. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it. He's got it one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. He's set. Here it comes. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball looked at for a strike. One out, nobody on. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base. But you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Chad Pinder will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Chad Pinder.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Profar leads off first with 1 away. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. In plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Marcus.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Marcus Semien. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone just 2 for 15. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. From the belt, the pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And there he goes towards second. And he steps off. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Los Angeles get their 20th home win this year. Felix Pena earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Felix Pena earned win number 7 this season, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 6-2. Patrick Wisdom drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Rangers downed the Rays 13-6. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-3. The New York Yankees launched 3 home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-5. The Kansas City Royals totaled 11 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-3. The Indians hit 3 long balls as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-1. It was their 5th straight victory. Jose Abreu was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 15-9. The Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 3-2. The Phillies put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-4. The Atlanta Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-4. The Cincinnati Reds sent 3 balls into the seats as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 4-3. The Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-2. Rich Hill grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-2. The San Diego Padres combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-0. Johnny Cueto earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 2-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.